Hey, it's me, Tany Mafia. Here you're gonna get all the complete episodes from my previous channel. Taehyung said that, but the person didn't come out. He covered his angel securely with a blanket. She was only in a towel, and he went towards the curtains and moved it away. He looked down at the two tiny figures, smiling innocently at him. He smiled back and took them near the bed. So, what are my cupcakes doing here? We are here to take you down with us for breakfast, and it's a strict order from your cupcakes. Suddenly they saw Wine and ran towards her. Hello Nuna, may we know your name? Of course, my name is Min Wine. Wine said before kneeling to their level and asked, what's your name? I'm Kim Yuna, I'm Kim Yunwo. Cute names you both have. Wait a minute, I'll change and come. Saying this, Wine went to the bathroom with the dress while the kids sat on the bed with the pouch. Taehyung went and sat between them. Are my cupcakes not happy meeting their Nuna? No, we are so much happy. What you didn't told us, so we are sad. Pout. Taehyung pinched her cheek slightly as she giggled, making him smile. Now let's wait for Nuna. She'll come out now. After some time, Wine came out. The kids ran to her and hugged her leg tightly. Meanwhile, she smiled back at them while giggling. Let's go for breakfast. Three of them went downstairs, followed by Taehyung. Soon, four of them arrived at the dining room. The members of the group introduced themselves to her. Soon, all sat on their respective places and had their breakfast. Cupcakes, come here. The kids ran to him. So today we are going to amusement park. Get ready. The kids started jumping in happiness, making Wine giggle. Taehyung smiled at her as Wine squished the cheeks of the kids. Why don't you also go with them? Actually, I have some work. Yes, some work. Taehyung knew she was lying as she doesn't want to be with him, so he purposely said, Angel, you have to come with me, and it's final. Smirk. She shook her head, but she was stubborn. He stood up as everyone had finished their breakfast. He grabbed her hand and took her in his room while Wine was dumbfounded. He threw her on the bed and looked at her with his most coldest eyes and scariest glare while she turned and looked at him with her most innocent eyes while rubbing her wrist, which got hurt when he threw her on the bed. Her innocent eyes were staring at him with tears, but he was too blinded by anger to notice the teary eyes of his angel and her wrist, which was paining badly. You know what? If I say something, you must follow it. The day I laid my eyes on you, from the day you were mine. You have to love me because you belong to me. What Wine said next made him more angry. I'm not yours. I don't belong to you. You're mine. You belong to me. You belong to me. Repeating this, he harshly grabbed her chin and said, You better understand it. He shouted on her face and tightened his grip on her chin, making her tears fall. He harshly left her chin. He was swimming in anger. He went out of the room and then went into the basement. It's paining so much. So now Wine was more scared of him. She decided to obey whatever he says. She was so much tired. She didn't notice that while crying she fell asleep. After some time she woke up as she heard loud noises from downstairs. She went downstairs and hid behind the pillar. She was peeking through the pillar. What the hell? Just shut up, you fluffy dumb. You can't do this to me. I'm a business partner. You were, not now. I'll come back for my revenge. Now get the fluff out of here. The man noticed you but didn't say anything and went from there. Angel, come out. Hearing this, Wine got shocked, but she came out with her head down. Angel, look in my eyes. She shook her head in denial as she was scared. I said, look in my eyes. She flinched her and looked into his eyes while a chair fell. Go get ready for the amusement park. Wine nodded while looking in his eyes. Her eyes were showing she was sad and scared because of him. Then she went in his room. She saw a dress placed on the bed. She went to the bathroom and wore it. When she came out, she saw Taehyung sitting on the bed while scrolling his phone. Went near the mirror and started doing her makeup. Taehyung's gaze fell on her. He was admiring her. His gaze fell on her eyes, which was red and puffy because of him. He went towards her and back-hugged her. She flinched, but she was too scared to react, so she looked down. He felt sad, but didn't left her. She gathered her courage and said, "Leave me." "What about no?" Smirk. "Anyways, let's get going." Wine nodded and turned but bumped on his hard chest. He chuckled at her and held her by her waist and went downstairs. "Kids, let's get going." All of them left for the amusement park. After some time, they came back exhausted. Both the kids were sleeping. Yuna was in Taehyung's arm while Yunwo in Wan's arms. They led the kids in their bedroom and came back to their shared bedroom. Taehyung went to take a shower. When he came out, he saw Wan sleeping. He tried waking her up. Angel, wake up." Saying this, Wan went to take a shower, and after coming out, she hopped on the bed like a lazy cat. Taehyung chuckled and took her in his embrace. She didn't struggle as she was tired, and both of them felt asleep while cuddling each other. Next morning, Taehyung woke up and pecked Wan's forehead. Then he went to take a shower. He entered the room after taking a shower and sat on the bed admiring his angel. Who knew an angel like her could melt his cold, stoned heart, but only for her it melts. He tried waking her up. Angel, wake up." Wan groaned cutely while snuggling more into the pillow while his eyes fell on her bruised wrist. He kissed her wrist. "Angel, wake up, or not else I'll kiss you. Don't disturb na. I know you will not do anything. If you do, my uppa will beat you." She spoke in her sleep. In a field, Taehyung hovered over her. "Really?" Wan hummed in her sleep. Taehyung leaned in and kissed her lips softly. As Wan was in deep sleep, she thought it was strawberry on her lips. She started biting his lips, thinking of those as strawberries. Strawberry! Taehyung pinned her hands above her head and started biting her soft lips while Wan thought, how can a strawberry bite? She opened her eyes. Her eyes widened when she saw Taehyung kissing her. She directly kicked at his main part. He fell on the bed beside her, groaning. Meanwhile, Wan ran to the bathroom, taking the chance. "Ish, Angel." He was sitting on the bed waiting for his angel. Soon Wan screamed from the bathroom. Taehyung went near the bathroom's door. Then the door opened, revealing Wan in a towel. She ran to the bed and covered herself with a duvet. "What happened? Why are you shouting?" "There's a cockroach in the bathroom." "Okay, wait, what?" Taehyung too covered himself with the duvet. Unknowingly, they both hugged each other. After some time, the cockroach went out of the room. Then both released a sigh. Then Taehyung noticed she wasn't wearing clothes, but only a towel. "Why are you only wearing a towel, Angel?" "I don't have any clothes." "Wear mine then." He gave her his t-shirt and shorts. She went to the bathroom and wore it. When she came out, he was staring at her. Then he spoke in his deep and husky voice. "Come here, Angel." She went towards him. He pulled her to himself, making her sit on his lap. She gasped while he whispered in her ears, "You look so beautiful. I want to eat you." "What? Now don't tell me you are a monster." "Yes, I am." Smirk. "Oh God, I want a selfie so I can show it to my friends," dramatically. Taehyung smirked and he knew her phone is with him, so he gave her his phone. She took a selfie with a cute pout. She was now looking at the selfies with a cute pout. He started kissing her pouty lips while she started struggling. "Believe me," she managed to speak between the kiss. "I didn't kidnap you for letting you go." He noticed her starry eyes and kissed her eyes. "Don't cry, Angel," softly. She started crying more and it annoyed him because she wasn't listening to him and kept crying. "Can you just stop crying? You are annoying me too much." "Shut up. Just shut up." She started crying more. He pinned her hands above her head and hovered over her and spoke in his icy cold tone. "Just stop crying." He sighed, being annoyed, and now asked her softly, "What do you want me to do?" "It's your mistake, so, right?" Then say sorry. She spoke, being scared. He nodded and said sorry and freed her. She sat on the bed and spoke, "Thank you for what?" "For her clothes." She giggled, which made Taehyung smile, and now her stomach growled. I am hungry. Let's go. Then they both went to the dining room. Yoongi was in his room, drowned in the thoughts of how to find his sister and save her. Then Mr. Min called him downstairs and he went downstairs. "Get ready, son. We are going to find Van." Yoongi nodded and got ready, and then they both went after bidding goodbye to Mrs. Min. "So, the information is true?" "Yes, sir. Now lend me Van's picture." The person lended Van's picture to the other person. "Good job. Do you want something as a reward, Irina?" "Yes, Daddy." Smirk. The other person smirked and said, "Guards, throw this shit out of here." The guards followed. "Get ready, Kim Taehyung. I'm coming soon." Smirk. Hey, now let's meet in the next episode. Don't forget to like, subscribe, share, and do comment and say how is it.